Hey YouTube, for my first YouTube video, I'm going to do a tribute to Frogger. It's the 30th anniversary this year, and he's been everywhere from the arcade, the Atari. He even had a cartoon. He's been on the PC and even recently on the iPod Touch, the iPad, the iPhone, and the 3DS. So unfortunately, I only have the ones for the Atari, the computer, and for the 3DS. So we're just going to kind of go through them just a little bit to see kind of how he evolved in each one. So first is the Atari, and you always have to use a really hard joystick, really stiff, and it's just back and forth, up and down. You have to dodge cars and then get over to the logs and the turtles. Those are supposed to be turtles. And make sure you don't sink because he can't swim. I just killed myself. But just really simple and basic. Just trying to get to the one of the 5 blocks at the end, which obviously I can't do right now. So you get your little friend for help, and then once you get further on in the game, the cars become faster. There's alligators that you have to watch out for. There's also snakes that you have to watch out for. But it doesn't get any more. There's nothing else to, do except just dodge the cars, try to make it to the things without sinking and getting hit by getting eaten by the alligator. So that's pretty much it for the Atari. So next I'm going to go ahead and do the PC. So for the computer version, he actually looks like a frog. And there's different levels. Instead of just back and forth to the little squares at the top, there's actually levels. This is the retro level, which you have to do the same thing as in the Atari. I haven't played it forever, so nothing is unlocked anymore. There's different levels though. This is Lily Islands. There's also you have different ones that you have to go through, like ones with bees, and that's it. And there's like 5 different levels in each one that you have to unlock. But I'll show you like this one. You don't have to just go up and down or whatever. You kind of go around things and try to figure things out. But so like this one, you just jump on the logs, see where they'll take you. Then you'll go around. And they still have the frogs and turtles and stuff in different ones, but not like the Atari version of it. But you can actually just kind of go around and see other things, and they actually look like things that they should be. But I went all the way back around. So there's also, whoops, stupid frog. But they, in different ones, like there's in a different level, the bees chase you, and you got to try and figure out where to, like, not where to go because it's pretty self-explanatory, but it can get a little, you can get turned around and turned backwards and stuff, but it's still pretty, simple, just back and forth, but there's more of a world to kind of go around too. Oops, got stuck. But anyways, that's the computer. I'll show you a different level really quick. Quit. Yes. And you just use the keyboard the whole time, just the arrow keys, and you have different things like a super jump now, and you can use your tongue to get flies and stuff, and you can race other people who had it and they keep high scores and stuff on each level. Like on each level there's different scores, so it kind of keeps scores a little bit better, so it's pretty cool. And then like with the retro level is the same as the Atari, except of course better graphics. But and the retro level has like 5 different levels that you go through before you actually go to a different world. Whoops. If I can get through a whole level, that'd be great. Obviously I can't do that right now. But anyways, and this is just the first level of the whole game, but of course, you know, it'll get faster, and oh, there's my little friend. It'll get faster, and the alligators will come out. Yay, got one. But that's it for the PC. So for the Frogger for the 3DS, it's pretty much a lot more like the PC version rather than the Atari or the arcade version. You know, it's not just straight up with cars and trucks and logs and turtles. But when I first bought it, I didn't realize it, but you actually get the protective casing cover for it, which is kind of cool. Just got the little frogs. It looks like the Atari or the arcade version, but in the Frogger for the 3DS, you have 3 different save files. So I'll pick the third one because I already beat the first one and it's a little bit different. But you also get the Street Pass feature. So with the Street Pass, you do the Forever Crossing, and all you do is it's like the Atari version, except there's no goals to go to. And so each point is determined on how many jumps you take. And then when you Street Pass with somebody, their ghost is on your screen. So you have to just pretty much beat their ghost. And they get harder. I mean, as you keep going, you know, it gets a little bit harder, and there's more cars, and you know, they get faster and stuff. But that's pretty much it, and you just go until you die, and then it's calculated on the bottom by your high score, your overall high score, and then it'll say, you know, whether, you know, but the only thing is it doesn't show you on here what scores you have to beat. So on that, you just go to the leaderboard, and it'll show all of the other people that you've street passed and their jumps and times or whatever. But the actual gameplay is just a bit different, but there's, you know, 3 goals per level, I guess, and you just try to dodge everything, I guess. And there's different medals. There's the gold, silver, and bronze medals, and determining on how many coins you collect and whether you die or not shows, you know, what kind of score you have or what kind of medal you get. So this is the retro level. There's 6 worlds all total, but you just go. This one's the first level that you'll get to, and it's just, you know, you go to different goals and stuff, and there's giant trucks and everything on this one, and just try and get as many coins as you can. And there's different achievements that you can also get by like jumping on the manholes and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all there is to it. You also got a little map thing on the bottom showing where all your coins are, where you're at, and where you need to be, which is kind of cool. It just shows, like, if you can't find certain coins, where they're at. So, just got squished, but it's pretty cool. It's quite a bit different than either of the other ones, but the 3D is pretty important on this one too. A lot of the levels you don't really need to have the 3D on, and the 3D is really deep in Frogger, but a lot of the levels you just need you do need the 3D because it will help you in different levels, showing you exactly where you need to go and what you need to do. But I think that pretty much wraps up my whole Frogger tribute. So happy birthday, Frogger. Hope you guys like it. I'm out.